What's up, y'all? My name is Tierica, and welcome to my channel where I talk about manifestation and I basically make videos over that and mindset shifting. That's pretty much what I post. So if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. And yeah, I'm just here to share my personal beliefs, my experiences, my thoughts when it comes to manifestation. Yeah, I just share this with you all. I intend for you to use this information in your life to see how you can make changes to experience the world that you want. But yeah, don't take what I'm saying as 100% truth. Just try it, test it out for yourself, and yeah. So, before I get started, I always say that I do live streams on Bigo. If you've never heard of it, it's just a live streaming app. I will put in the description below let me see, what's it called? Link. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like 2 a.m. and yeah, whatever. So I'll put the link to download Bigo in the description, and I'll also put the link to my profile so that you can follow me. I do Manifestation Mondays every Monday at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time. Every week, I just pick a different topic. I talk about the same thing for both lives, but they're just 2 different sessions, so you're more than welcome to come and join me if you want to see that or ask questions while I'm live, because I do answer questions about manifestation during those streams. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. This one is really just going to be off the top of my head because I was driving and the thing that came into my mind was coincidences, right? There's no such thing as a coincidence. And I listened to a audiobook on YouTube on here, and I tell everybody about this book. It's called One Truth, One Law, I Am, I Create by Aaron Worley. If you've never listened to it before, I highly recommend it because it will help you to comprehend maybe manifestation, life creation on a deeper level. But I always said I don't believe in coincidences, but when I listened to the audiobook, they basically said that coincidences are the evidence that your thoughts create. And that has stuck with me because it's true. Like, that is the best way to explain what we may call a coincidence. So for those of you who do believe in coincidences or signs and synchronicities, I'm not really going to get into that. This video is more so about coincidences. If you believe in them, if you think coincidences are real or whatever, that's totally fine. It's your belief, your perspective, but I'm going to give you my perspective on it. And just take it how you will, right? So with coincidences, I don't believe in them. I don't believe that they're real, because I used to be like, well, everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason, so there's no such thing as coincidences. But then now what I understand is even the thought of everything happens for a reason, that's just a belief that I created for myself. So therefore, that has to be projected out into my reality for me to experience. So I have to experience a reality where I see proof that everything happens for a reason in the way that I believed it to be. So with coincidences being just evidence that your thoughts create, that makes total sense to me. So I'm going to give an example. I was driving last week in the car, and I just thought randomly, I saw a truck drive by, and I was like, you know what? I haven't seen people ride in the back of a truck. Do people still ride in the back of the truck? And I'm talking about like the little truck bed that's open, outside or whatever. I was like, do people still ride in the truck bed? Because I haven't seen anybody riding in the truck bed. And then by me thinking that, I instantly told myself, I said, watch, now I'm going to see somebody riding in a truck bed because I thought that, and now I'm telling this to myself. So I thought nothing else of it. I never repeated it to myself again, and that was last week. Today, while I was leaving my apartments, I was pulling out of my garage, and as I was pulling out of my garage, down the street, here goes a truck with 2 people sitting in the back of the bin. And when I saw that, I instantly was like, yeah, I told myself that I was going to see this. So an unconscious version of me would have been like, I either wouldn't have recognized it, I would have just looked at it and kept going, or I would have been like, oh my gosh, like, what does this mean? Like, everything happens for a reason? No, it is just evidence that your thoughts create. I had that thought, I didn't have an opposing thought against it. I told myself I will see this truck with people in the back of it. I'm gonna see that, and I didn't think nothing else of it. And then a week later, here goes the truck with people in it, just like I said it would happen. That's not a coincidence. That's not crazy. That's not outrageous. That is literally just proof that your thoughts create, right? So I did it again unintentionally today. I was watching somebody's live stream, and as they were live streaming, I just watched it, and out of nowhere, I was like, you know what? They should make me an admin. And I just said it to myself, like, yeah, they should just make me an admin, right? And then I kind of laughed about it because I was like, watch them make me an admin now. I literally did this to myself, y'all, and I'm not even kidding. In that very moment, I saw the person like tapping buttons on the screen because I could tell they were like looking at something. And then the next thing I know, a whole little thing popped up that said, you have now been set as an admin. And I was like, wow. Like, I would have thought, wow, this is so crazy. This is insane. Like, what does this mean? And when it happened, I just smiled to myself, and I was just like, it's just evidence that your thoughts create. It's literally showing me no matter what it is, if you do not have an opposing thought to it, it's gonna happen. And even if you have opposing thoughts, it doesn't mean anything, okay? It doesn't mean anything. So if you're wanting to manifest something, let's say you want to manifest a car, and you're telling yourself, well, I'm going to get this brand new Jaguar. I'm going to get this brand new Lexus. I'm going to get this Challenger. But then you have thoughts like, but what if I can't afford it? Or what if it gets repoed? Or what if something happens? As long as you continue to tell yourself that you're going to get it no matter what, you're going to receive this car no matter what, this car is yours, those opposing thoughts mean nothing, because you're basically counteracting it. And the more you do that, it will the thoughts of what you want will outweigh the thoughts of what you don't want, and those thoughts will just go away. They'll just disappear. You'll wake up one day and you'll just realize you haven't had opposing thoughts, and you're only thinking about what it is that you want. So there is like no coincidences. There's no like random shit that happens. Everything is coming from within. And the more I pay attention to that, the more I notice that, I just see how things unfold. And when I find instances where I can test this out or just prove it to myself time and time again, I do that. I feel like I made a video, or I was on my live stream, or I was talking somewhere. I was talking and I kept saying, you could say that you saw a lime green car. You could say that you saw a lime green car, right? And I'm just telling this either on, I can't remember if it was a video on here or a live stream, whatever, but I kept saying that. You could just tell yourself you'll see a lime green car. And when I would say that, I was actually picturing a lime green Challenger in my mind. A few days ago, I was at the gas station, and when I was driving away, in the drive-thru was a lime green Challenger. And I just looked at it and was like, yep, that's there because I said that. I kept talking about a lime green Challenger. Even with, like, I was on my live stream again, like, I just talk a lot on my live streams, y'all. I do talk a lot on my live streams. So I was talking about yellow dragon fruit, and I just kept talking about it, how good it is, and it's my favorite one. It's better than the red ones, blase blah, right? And when I got off, I went and got on Facebook. And when I got on Facebook, the very first post that popped up was about yellow dragon fruit. And I just look at that as, okay, it's just evidence that your thoughts create. So if I can do this with, you know, simple, what we perceive as simple, little tangible things, what else can I create? If nothing is off limits, then what else can I create, right? So that's really all I got for this video. I just want you to know, for me and from my perspective, there's no such thing as a coincidence. It is just evidence that your thoughts create. So the next time you say something or you think about something and then it appears in front of you, don't think that it's crazy, or don't think that something outside of you sent it to you or whatever. Understand and accept the fact that everything comes from within, and it is just a reflection of who you're being on the inside, and you're just creating these things to experience. And I want you to recognize those things. If you have some examples, I would love for you to drop them in the comments for me, because I love hearing about stuff like this. I just love hearing how people create different things to experience in their life. And yeah, please drop a comment. Make sure you follow me, add me on Bigo so you can come to my live stream, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.